Adventure Through the Ages. Written by Jem Packer, illustrated by Leandro Alvarez. Everything here is so old, sighed Mira as she looked around the museum's wide entrance hall. Old and dusty, yawned Mira's best friend, Pierre. Their class had been brought to the museum by their favourite teacher, Mr. Obi. But they were already bored. Mr. Obi told his class to wait at the entrance while he went to find their special guide. They waited and waited and waited until suddenly...
"Hello, class!" boomed a man. "I'm Dr. Colorado Rubble."
He appeared from behind the dinosaur's skeleton.
"I'm the world's only time-travelling archaeologist."
The class gasped.
"We're about to travel back to ancient Britain, to a time so long ago, it's called prehistory,"
continued Dr. Rubble.
"Now, follow me through this time portal."
The class stepped through a door into a dark room.
"We are now 2.5 million years ago. It's a time so ancient that no written records exist. Welcome to the Stone Age."
Dr. Rubble leaped onto a huge, hairy creature.
"This animal is so big it's mammoth,"
he chuckled.
"Literally."
Mira rolled her eyes as Dr. Rubble jumped down from the model. The rest of the class looked on in amazement.
"Fortunately, Stone Age people had these."
He held up a spear.
"The hunter-gatherer's most trusted bit of gear."
He grinned. The spearhead was made out of flint, a type of stone.
"This way for some more time travel,"
said Dr. Rubble. Dr. Rubble was waiting for them on a unicycle. The class chuckled. Even Mira and Pierre couldn't resist a little smile.
"We are now 5,000 years ago, and it's the Bronze Age."
He explained that instead of stone, people used bronze, a strong, light metal, and that nomadic people started to settle in early cities.
"This was also the time of the first writing," he grinned. "That means ancient homework. Oh, and there was the first ever shopping. But most importantly, this."
He pointed at the unicycle he was riding.
"The wheel."
He beamed.
"Now, follow me to just over 2,000 years ago, and the Iron Age."
Dr. Rubble peeked out from behind a large shield, wearing a helmet with 2 pointy horns. "Wow!" gasped Pierre. "That's so cool!"
"Who goes there?"
called Dr. Rubble.
"Aren't these great? They were made from a new metal called iron. It's even stronger and lighter than bronze."
He then showed the class a handful of glinting coins. Everyone jostled to look at the gleaming artifacts.
"These are a great historical source of information,"
said Dr. Rubble. There was so much to see. This was the age when people all over the world first began trading, first played board games, and first invited cats indoors as pets. Everyone had a question, but Dr. Rubble was in a hurry.
Sadly, he said, we have time to make only one final time-traveling journey.
Oh, the class groaned.
Now, follow me, smiled the time-traveling archaeologist.
This must be the tables and chairs age, joked Pierre. Where has Dr. Rubble gone? Wondered Mira.
Maybe he had a meeting with a woolly mammoth, said a deep voice behind her. Their teacher, Mr. Obi, appeared from behind the counter. He was carrying a tray of cakes. So, who would like to come back to the museum? He asked. Dr. Colorado Rubble could tell you about ancient Egypt. The whole class cheered and clapped. Now, Mr. Obi smiled. Who wants a modern-day chocolate muffin?